Something I read. And I was like, we're rebooting this? Why are we rebooting this? Because it's already happening. It's the
I
same
don't
thing, but it's
know.
not happening. And it's a big sensation by Squid Game. Everybody knows Squid Game. The second season's coming out very soon. We got the reality show. Now we got David Fincher. David Fincher is directing a new Squid Game series in English. Can we talk about that in our featured story of the night? David Fincher is one of those directors that takes something and really pushes it to the next level. He sits down and he analyzes everything. He knows exactly how the movie is going to be shot and the series before he actually shoots it. Everything is very articulate. I worked with this guy in the movie Mank. Have you ever saw the movie Mank with Gary Oldman? Great movie. Gary Oldman's
Oh,
amazing in this movie. I work for Gary. Gary is a fantastic human being. But he's so articulate about what he wants and he's so intricate. Like even the camera guys will have to like on their actual like display, they will take a dry erase marker and they'll get the frame that he wants and they'll draw around like a lamp or like a bed so they hit the exact frame. If they miss the frame, they'll do it again. He's that articulate and he's that intricate. So I would say this about him. He is directing Squid Game. I think it will be amazing. I think it could be amazing. Now, it's an English version of Squid Game. Of course, we have the dub version that's come overseas. The second season is coming, and it's done fantastic for Netflix. That's so much so they made the reality show where everybody's getting like frostbite and getting hurt, and they're going to the hospital because these games are intense. And they're doing it like it actually is the Squid Game. They're not killing people, guys. They're not doing that. Come on. But they are like using like again, paint guns and paint bullets for that. So when you die, you're dead, but you're not, you're out of the game. But with this, we're doing an English version. He's helping with the script. He's putting it all together. And in 2025, he's donating all of his time, or dedicating all of his time to it. Now, he's doing another project maybe in between. Right now, he might be working on something, but 2025 is all about Squid Game, the English version for Netflix. The second season, still dubbed over version, is coming out December 26th, and it has been renewed for one more season, season 3, and then the Netflix version of the dub version will be done, and Fincher's version will probably come out the same year after that. So I'm excited about Fincher's interpretation of this. It's an interesting franchise. It is blowing up Netflix. It's led to all these different movies coming in and series where they've dubbed over and made billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars, or not probably more millions, but they've done fantastic with this. And I think getting a star, which they do work with Fincher quite a bit, and I think bringing him onto this is fascinating to me. But I also don't think it needs it. Because what we have already is so good. Like, why are we touching it? What will happen with it? How can Fincher make this different? I think that he's a talent. Again, I worked with him. He's a very intense human being that knows what he wants and he gets what he wants on set. And his mind is locked into his perception of what he needs. And I think that he can make something great happen. But do we need it? Is it necessary? I think he needs a project, and I think they're looking at this as we need an English version of this for a long time. Interested to see, but I'm not sold on the idea. But Fincher's doing it, everybody. Moving forward, we're going to get now Squid Game, the English version. Push it away, push it aside of your thoughts. It's happening. Are we excited about it? We hate this idea. Do we love it? Angela, what do you think? Do you think that this is going to be great? Is Fincher like need this project for his repertoire? Or do you think that Netflix is just pushing this upon him and making this his next project?
I mean, I think it's probably a mix, right, of both. Like he's kind of the
Because he's great.
master. Yeah, like he's kind of the master of sort of this dark, psychological storytelling. So I mean, why not, it's like a match made in sort of thriller heaven. Like, okay, right? Like he's known to bring out this sort of sort of raw, unsettling sides of human nature. So who doesn't want to see that, right? Like it's kind of like, like imagine his sort of high stakes survival drama. Like everyone eats that up with a freaking spoon and fork and a knife, for Christ's sake, right? Pardon my French, but yeah, I mean,
Will
I
he
just
add something different to this, Angela? Will he like bring something different to make this a different kind of narrative, you think? Or do you think that what he's going to do is very much on par with what they've done before?
I think it might. I mean, there may be some changes. I mean, I think he's going to stay somewhere like maybe up the version will likely kind of up the ante maybe a little bit, like on sort of that psychological mind game warfare But I think it'll still be like an intense, thought-provoking, maybe even a little scarier than like the original. So I mean, I definitely think they're going to ante it up for sure. But yeah, it'll be a take on that. I mean, that's why they're having it, right? That's why they're doing this.
The thing is, like, I think I heard about this and I knew this was coming. I knew it was going to come. I knew 100% this was going to happen. And I would say that even my own regard of like, does this need to happen? I think I knew it was going to happen. And I think if you're going to do it, this is their guy, I think, though. I think if you're going to do it and you're going to go deep into, like you're saying, psychological aspects, you're going to go deep in this, you're going to really blow up like, oh my God, the gore and and what can happen with this and how they create this and the personal relationships. This is
really
the guy.
Good. Like, I mean,
he's great.
He's amazing. Yeah. So I think it's like the perfect storm, right, of all the ingredients that you need. So I'm on board with it. Like I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite the endeavor, I think.
It'll be quite the snickety snack.
Oh, it'd be quite the snickety snack. Right, Valerie, do you love the Squid Game franchise? And did you think that we would get the English version eventually? Oh, we can't hear you, Val. Which is weird.
Oh, you must have.
Well, Valerie figures that out. We'll go to GR fast. GR, are you excited about this? Did you watch Squid Game? Do you think this would be fantastic?
I watched one episode of it.
That's all you watched?
I'll tell you what, I'd rather watch the last Tomb Raider than any more of that crap. Sorry.
Damn,
GR.
GR.
Busted him some chops.
It's not my favorite thing. You want to kill people, I can show you how to do it, and it's a lot cheaper than doing that.
But they did the reality show. We talked on this show multiple times too, GR. Do you think that this was inevitable?
What, making the American version?
Yeah.
That had to happen.
Were you shocked about the reality show happening?
I thought that was stupid. Is what I thought about it.
Yeah. So there's no way, even with Fincher involved, GR, it doesn't like at least tickle your innards a little bit to check this out.
No, it doesn't tickle my innards. My innards are fine just the way they are. I mean, he's an incredible director. I'm not getting away from his skill.
Tickle anything. Funny, GR.
But do you like Fincher normally, GR? He's what?
I'm brutally honest. I mean, he ain't gonna tickle my innards with nothing.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know what you know, and you know what you need. You know what you don't need, right? Leave the innards alone, GR says. Leave them alone. Do you like Fincher, though? Do you like Fincher normally?
Oh, his work is incredible. But you asked me about this show, and like I said, I'd rather watch the last Tomb Raider than this.
Yeah, but you know his work, right? And you know his drive and his passion and his interpretation of different, again, like concepts and narratives. Do you think that he can bring something different to bring you into this narrative that you never thought you would want to see?
No.
You don't think so? There's nothing with him at all. Nothing that can make it. He can't put your butt in that seat, GR?
No.
Okay.
Brian, I think the whole idea of this movie or show or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it'd be a show, yeah.
It's crap. I mean, people getting hurt to do what?
Win a bunch of money.
Yeah, well, there's a lot easier ways to do it than having people almost get killed.
But people would do this for money, hence why the reality show, they did do it, and they did get hurt, and they did get frostbite, and they got hospitalized, and they're suing the game show and all that, because
that reminds me, I've told you before, people do this thing. They're stuck on stupid.
It's true.
I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm. They are stuck on stupid.
Back?
Valerie is back.
Thank God.
Oh, I don't hear her. Valerie? Oh, we can't hear her.
No.
Nope, can't hear her. GR, people are stuck on stupid sometimes. It's true. It's a thing. We all get stuck on stupid once in a while, though. It's reality. It's life, you know. But this is like Fincher.
Stupid enough to do that, they get killed, and then we don't have to. They're not around anymore.
I feel you. Oh, Pepe, you agree with GR here now? You actually agree with GR for once? Huh? You gonna do that? Yeah, Pepe.
For once, I actually agree with you.
Thank you,
Is
Pepe.
that a compliment, GR, or is that I don't know what that
well,
is?
it's what we used to call a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, 100% true.
That's funny.
Ain't nothing wrong with snipping a little booty
Still
booty.
call him that. Still call him that.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm not up with the, as he said, the Gen Z or whatever gen it is now, logo or go or no go or whatever.
Yeah, he's all
Pepestar
about
has
it.
all the riz.
That's your heart, GR.
Yeah, Pepestar has all the riz. He's all in there. How about now, Val? We hear you now?
No,
Can't
sure.
hear you, no. Are you muted or something? Or maybe something weird happened.
Can you hear us?
Can
Yes.
you go to your settings, maybe?
She hears us, but we can't hear her.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's weird.
iPods failed? No.
No, she was using the computer. Maybe try doing both on your settings as output and input as your computer and see if that does it. You know what? While Valerie was doing that, it's it's Halloween, and a lot of us are dressed as Top Gun or we're in the military, so we are just
Did it.
all right, Pappy. We know. That's what you think. That's what you think, Pappy. We don't know yet, man. You gotta hold that shit back a little bit, you know. And thank you all again. As we know, we're talking about this too. Thank you all again for being here because the numbers have been going up quite a bit, which is pretty amazing. Like we're like that Diddy video has like 29,000 views. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And the channel went up like 300 subscribers this week, so it's pretty fantastic. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I do love Fincher though. Again, I worked with him again on Mank, and I'll tell a quick story while we're waiting for Valerie's audio fast. So I was working on Mank, and this is a weird fucking. This shows you how intense he is. So I'm with the DP. We're just back from lunch. We're not even back from lunch. We're just sitting there. All right, we're just sitting there, and I'm laying in the bed because I work for Gary Oldman. If you watch the movie, Gary Oldman's in the bed most of the time. So I'm laying there. He's holding Gary Oldman. He's fucking fantastic. He's like I just wanted to give him a hug every day. That's how nice he was. I just wanted to, but it was awkward. You can't just give the guy a hug, you know what I mean? But I wanted to. I really wanted to. You know, that might have been weird. I might have gotten fired if I did, but I wanted to. That's how nice he was.
Kelly, the new Kelly McGillis.
Right there.
He
Right
said
there.
Brian and GR should star in the next Top Gun sequel. I'm like, me too.
Brought to you by Thirsty Daddy Beverages. Get them while they're hot. They're on your shelves. They're better than Prime. They have electrolytes. They're fantastic. Get them.
Thank you, Queen. I agree.
Yeah.
I'll take that paycheck.
But I'm laying in the bed,
Can you hear
and
me
he has
now?
like a fly swatter. Oh, we hear you. Yeah, we hear you now.
Yay.
She's
Yeah.
back.
Okay, good.
What was
Weird.
it?
I don't know
A
what that
glitch
was.
in the Matrix. A glitch in the Matrix.
I have no idea. I seriously don't know what that was, but I'm glad it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for very fast. So I'm laying in the bed. I have this fly swatter. I'm about to swat it, and like the DP and I are working through this fly swatter going up and down. It's like up, down. He's looking at the shot, and I'm doing this. I'm holding it, and all of a sudden I hear, swat, 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 swat. I'm like, so I swat it. He's like, thank you. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. And it was like we weren't even back from lunch, and he's just like watching, and he's watching everything. And his DP started laughing so hard. He's like, and he walked away, and I was like, yeah, that's David Fincher. Valerie. So this guy is intense. He's brought multiple projects to the world that have been just huge hits. People love his projects. Is this guy, you knew this was going to happen, right? Is this the guy? Are you excited that he's the guy making Squid Game, the English version?
I mean, I do think it's really exciting. I like David Fincher. I think that if you're gonna choose somebody for that, he's definitely the guy. Personally, I think that it's a good choice. And it doesn't really surprise me that it's being converted to an English version necessarily. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good choice.
Writing was kind of on the wall, wasn't it? It was kind of on the wall. It was like they were going to do it eventually.
Yeah.
They get the rights to it, and it is a hit. So like, why would you not eventually want to do like a different version that Netflix can have their own interpretation of, right?
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. And yeah, I mean, David Fincher, he's the guy. It makes sense for sure.
He's been a big director for them as well. He really has. And I think like whatever relationship they have, like again, like Mank was through them. They have a bunch of different. They have definitely like a not a first look deal, but they have a deal where he does create certain amount of content per year for the actual network, which again, this is probably just easy for them. It's like, hey man, we got this project. You're the guy that gets the psychological kind of horror kind of stuff. You're our guy for this. Do you think that this would be a thing though, Valerie? Are they going to find big name talent, you think, for this show? Or are they going to go all unnamed, like no name people for it?
I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I feel like it could go either way. I mean, I think it's something that people would definitely watch regardless of like if they choose, I don't know, like A-list actors or just, you know, smaller actors. I think either way people are going to watch that because I mean, Squid Game did amazing initially, so
And they're all no name people, right?
yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
Would you care either way?
No. I mean, I think like give people an opportunity, like give new people an opportunity. Personally,
Yeah.
that's what I think.
I agree with that. Round of applause for that. It goes a long way. I mean, the Leos and the Denzels and, you know, that world, they can do a lot and they can give a lot. But you know what? That generation is only going to last so long, and there's new people that have to rise to that same kind of level and become inspirational for the next generation after them too. So we got to keep moving forward, right?
Absolutely.
AI can't do it all, Valerie. AI can't do it all. Even though they wanted to, it can't do it all.
They wanted to. It can't. It just can't. It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. They can't AI everybody forever. They can, but hopefully they don't. I'm excited, everybody. Fincher, Squid Game. Get ready for it. It's happening. If you're excited about it, please let us know in the chat. GR, how's the chat thing about this? Is there anything good in the chat that anything that stands out?
No, they're all questioning. Why don't they just watch the original? You know,
Which I think the normal thing would be that, right?
Battle Royal anyway. That's what Crimson Ghost said.
It is a ripoff. You're right. It is a ripoff already. Crimson Ghost, thank you for being on cruise control, man. Bringing some input over there too, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. 100%. It's always a ripoff. Everything's a ripoff, though. As we have the reboot section on the show as it is, everything's a reboot, remake, redo, reimagination. That's the business. But I would say this, though. Squid Game is very popular. We knew this was happening eventually. And if you put some man behind that, or man, person, woman, person, man, creature, being, I don't know, like fucking chinchilla behind the director's chair, I think that David Fincher is the person for the job. So, and I'm excited about it. I really am excited to see what he does with it. I was very fascinated when I saw him. I was like, fucking Fincher doing this? Again, he's Fincher. If you work with him, you know it. He's Fincher. And he gets what he wants. And I think he must want this if he's doing it.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.